Okay, so another thing that people don't want to talk about, which I'm going to bring this out, okay? Gotta figure out where we're going to do this, though. We need light. Always do the... Oh, no. Oh, there it goes. I broke this, Can I show you? You know those things that hang? Oh, let's see here. See this? And I'll show you the thing. Where's this thing? There we go. I gotta find a way to attach this thing. I just pulled it, like it snapped. Like what the WTF kind of thing. Maybe there's a way to... Yeah, it just straight up broke. Wow, that's really fucked. You gotta solder that thing. Antonio Brown, okay? I firmly do believe that he had a fake vaccination card. But we'll just let this thing go. It was not anybody talk about it in the media, because the media's, you know, they're always right and they're uncovering everything, but they don't want to talk about, for some reason, this severe issue of this vaccination card that was, according to his... Yeah, I'm wearing clothes, so we're all right here, right? They don't want to talk about the severe issue with regard to his fake vaccination. Well, he's breaking the law. This is very serious, you know, like you're committing a serious felony crime. I think there was also, like, you know, the federal government was like really getting tough with this, you know, thing, and it was going to expand. This is what, today's the 6th of July 2022. So yeah, the big thing was it was going to expand, and we're all going to be required to have the ID and provide all these papers that you're, you know. I was required when I was in Hawaii to provide. I got it on Facebook Live by accident. Walked into McDonald's, not in Kona. Hilo Bay, right there on Kino Ole, the corner of Kino Ole and Cielo. I guess that would be the northeast corner, yeah. Across from that grocery store right there. There are no Dollar Trees in Hawaii because they're very poor. They really are. That'll be kind of an interesting business, by the way. It's just difficult to transport things over. The same with the Caribbean. So these bugs are getting me, man. And it's like when I don't have the air on, they really like attack me. While even inside, y'all, these bugs are the worst this year of any time I've been hearing. You know, so they wanted my vaccination card and ID to stay in the lobby. This is just a few months ago, y'all. It's like, and it's amazing how much this has turned. I wonder if it's Russia or anything, you know, cleaning up the transportation of chemical biological weapons of mass destruction. But Ukraine's always been known for that. So, I'm guessing that at least 80% of the players in the NFL had fake vaccination cards, okay? And it was only to be used for the NFL. I think the NFL knew this, and they just like, and it's probably happening in the NBA as well, okay? Just because they say they've been vaxxed doesn't mean they've been vaxxed. And you can typically tell when they have been, their mood showed changes. But I think the issue with regard to the federal government, do you think they criminally prosecuted anybody? I think they were really looking for an issue whereby it was more of a federal government kind of thing, not so much a matter of, you know, employer showing it to your... Well, even then, you got big employers such as Walmart and Home Depot, and I'm thinking of the box stores, IBM, obviously, General Electric's still a big company. So they're they're paying dividends, and companies therefore EBITDA. So you actually are paying taxes before the shareholders are paid. So they're showing profit, not like the Amazons and Facebooks and different things. Apple obviously is paying taxes. So, yeah, Apple's definitely sucking some serious white supremacy dick with the federal government. But anyway, it's interesting when you look at this. Antonio Brown's chef said that he had a fake vaccination card. Obviously, he's going to say, put the truth out there regarding things. He wants to get paid, man, because the thing is, he was still owed some money. But I think the NFL knew, Roger Goodell, that, and there's like not even put a blind eye to it, just like whatever. When we realize you're doing what you're doing, and the players run that. I mean, obviously you got the NFLPA and NBAPA, Players Association. It's in the union. They only represent the players. I don't think it's only, now you can't represent the actual, what we call management, such as, coaches, trainers. They're different. That would be considered different things. So that's under the National Labor Relations Bureau board. It is a bureau. But don't you think it's kind of strange though that, like, the media didn't get into this? Like, well, we have a witness here now who's saying we've got a fake vaccination card. Why don't we have like I love 60 Minutes, why don't we have something like that going out there saying, we want to know what's really at the bottom of this stuff. Is it possible that these players have fake vaccination cards just to appease the NFL? And the NFL is probably just saying, we want to appease society, make it look like we're being good in this whole issue with regard to looking good for the white supremacists. Hey, they're getting the vaccinations and the boosters, and they're being good people. That's what you're a good person if you're getting the vaccinations. I love Shannon Sharp and Skip Bayless. Skip. And they both brag that they got their vaccinations, they're being good Americans. Just think about this though, y'all. It's like, hello, they're presenting themselves as law-abiding Americans, which the reality is, when you look around, there's a lot of people that are just doping it up. And do you realize how severe and serious this whole issue of drug overdoses is? And not just drugs in America, then you got STDs in America. Like, there's people that, this kind of happens. They just caught a case. Okay, so you were stealing from your employer. And public corruption. You got these commissioners, this crimes against children, elders, persons with disabilities, which it's more accepted and encouraged. The big one that's being encouraged is using pot and other damaging things like alcohol is just straight up banned in a lot of countries. Of course, there's more prosperous and healthier. I don't know. Prohibition, we had a straight line drop. Maybe that's just the USA, I don't know, in homicide. So it's my theory and my conspiracies theories that the NFL was fully aware of the fake vaccination cards, and it was kind of went around as it's kind of accepted thing. Yeah, just get one of these cards and just show it to your team, and you're good, you're cool. And they kind of went with it. And I think the federal government, one of the problems is in order to convict, Antonio Brown, for example, which he's black, so they could stack the jury, put a bunch of white people in there and blacks who are going to go with the white dick. You're going to need a copy of that vaccination card. Now you have to throw that fucking chef under the bus to be the narc on that situation. You going to get that? That's a very important piece of evidence if you want to convict this guy. Even though still prosecutors could find ways to manipulate stuff, and detectives can, and different departments can do things, whatever. So just think about these kind of things, y'all. Do you think it's possible they just try to look good to the society? And what looks good is getting your potentially keeping you healthy thing, your fake vaccine. Well, your vaccine, but anyway, we out, y'all.